quite like trying to barbecue at nighttime with no lights. It gets dark around here pretty early nowadays, so today we're going to be installing this FX Luminaire barbecue light on the standalone barbecue kit here. So things you'll need, obviously the light. FX makes a nice quality product. It's movable, it's really well made, it's stainless steel. And then a hammer drill. I like rigid, so I'm using rigid. A 5/8 drill bit to get through the top, which you're going to have to be super careful with. And then the wire, obviously, to connect. So our client has an existing lighting system we're going to be tying into it, so it's a little easier for us. But we still have to get wire up to this barbecue pad because it's on the middle of the concrete. So I'm also going to show you how to do that. So please watch, and I hope this helps you. Okay, so I went ahead and drilled the hole through the top of the tile, and a word of caution, be extremely careful when you do this, and the way to do it is drill with a small bit first. You have to have the right drill too. You really need to have like a handheld hammer drill to get through it quickly without it taking all day. This little bit I went through first, and then I went through with my 5/8 bit here on my hammer drill. So you really want to take your time with this, do not get in a hurry, but this is how it's going to look once it is set. Now the thing is, you really want to pick a good spot for it, so make sure you kind of lay it out first. You don't want it to be too close to the barbecue because you still have to be able to move it and stuff like that, but you don't want it too far away. So this is a good spot because we can also use the other part of the counter, the light, for that. So moving on, we're going to go ahead and hook up the wires to it now. Okay, so I went ahead and got the wire installed. I want to show you how I did it. It's just a little trick for getting across concrete. So I used an expansion joint and I just deepened it and kind of made it a little bit wider just to fit my 12-2 wire in there. So it's going to sit lower than this, but this is just me placing it in there, and then I'm going to come back and hit it with a little hammer and a little chisel, a soft chisel, just to push that all the way down. And then once it's done, I just kind of put some dust back over it to sweep it off, and it covers up the wire. And it's tight enough to where it won't come back up. So I had to go across the concrete here and then also across here. And you can see again, it's just sitting there, but it's gonna come up into the barbecue. The barbecue is actually gonna slide over the top of the expansion joint, and that way it'll all be completely hidden. Another trick that we found works well is if you do cut the expansion joint down, put a little bit of sealant over the top, that gray like soft sealant. It'll harden up and keeps everything in place, and then just in case it starts wanting to come up later on, the sealant will hold it down. So you'll need a diamond blade skill saw to do that, or you can also use an angle grinder with a diamond blade to cut that expansion joint deep. Okay, I just got done. It took me a couple hours. I had to run some extra wire and stuff like that, but I want to show you what it looks like. So this is the light here. Here's the barbecue. We got a good range of motion as far as what it can light up and so forth, and then also we can spin it around and it can light up that side if you need it. It's got a nice little switch right here that shuts it off. So nice clean install. Just came up underneath the countertop right there and through the little hidden door. So ran my wire through the crack and looks good. Thanks for watching. I hope this helps you in your barbecue landscape light installation.